This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Monday, the 4th day of September in the year 2023. I'm Svetlana Marshall reporting. Here's what we're tracking tonight. Several sugar workers in Berbice were arrested this morning as the police also used force to break up a protest that saw sugar workers blocking the East Kanji main access road. The workers have been calling for a severance package from the government as they're convinced that their plans to send them back to the Rose Hall estate, which will be reopened this month. The protest is now in its fourth week. Last week, over 100 sugar workers from the Albion and Blairmont estates traveled to Georgetown and picketed outside the Guyana Agricultural and General Workers Union GAHU and the President's office. The workers have been demanding a severance payout for their previous work at Rose Hall, although they have been told that they cannot be paid a severance since they're not being terminated. In the absence of severance pay, they believe they should receive a cash payout from the government, like the other sugar workers who are now being rehired. Last week, General Secretary of GAHU, Aslim Singh, told News Source that the union will be working along with Gaisuku to find a solution to the issues being raised. The matter of the protest was deemed closed 2 weeks ago by GAHU, but the workers said they will continue to picket until they get the attention of the president or the vice president to listen to their concerns. Despite the protests, Gaisuku reported this week that it was able to surpass its targets at all of the estates this week.
More news coming up in just a moment.
It's been a long time coming. Overdue, some might say. But now that it's here, it will change life forever. And it is here to stay. The future is now. Transforming Guyana into the 21st century. Introducing GTT Fiber. Experience internet connectivity like never before. Speeds you deserve at prices you can afford from a name you can trust. Sign up today. GTT Fiber is here. GTT. Together, we rise faster.
Oh my lord. I just love to shop in this store. My customers, them gonna love all these things. So many different things in one place. Household items, electronics, toys, stationery, confectionery, exercise equipment, shoes and clothes for men, women and children, school things, costume, jewelry, perfume, makeup. Oh, look the makeup.
Giftland Office Max, Guyana's favorite department store.
Having your own car means peace of mind.
Having your own car means comfort and convenience.
Having your own car means freedom to get there on your own time.
It's Deal on Wheels at Republic Bank. It's time to get that new vehicle or upgrade to a better one with Republic. Super low rates and low down payment. Up to 8 years to repay and great prizes. Come in to Republic Bank today.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Bust the flavors. We're full of flavors. Bust the flavors, that my crave for. We're full of flavors. Tell your neighbors about the bust the flavors. Grab a bust the flavors. Yeah, thirst buster. Grab a buster. Bust the flavor, taste the savor. Bust the flavors. Bust the flavors.
Are you looking for the best high school education at affordable fees? Then register your child today at the VYC Academy. Now enrolling grades 7, 8, and 9 students for the 2023-2024 academic year. VYC Academy, achieving academic excellence. For more information, call us on 227-1013 or WhatsApp us at 613-4806.
Strong and solid in countries far and wide. New India Assurance, we're standing by your side. Golden service, half a century and more. New India Assurance, our policies are secure. From the heart of India, we Insurance Company. Assurance when you need it most.
For your home, motor or business insurance, visit New India Guyana office, 58 Brickdam next to Star Computers. Telephone 2260-415-7. Comfortable parking available.
Welcome back. Financial advisor to the Caribbean Financial Action Task Force, FATF, Avalon Perry, is leading the assessment team that is currently evaluating Guyana's anti-money laundering, countering the financing of terrorism and proliferation financing, AML, CFT, CPF regime. The fourth rung of mutual evaluation forms an important part of the country's international compliance obligations under the Financial Action Task Force's standards. The FATF assessment team arrived in Guyana over the weekend. Perry is assisted by Sunita Ramsamir, co-mission leader, legal advisor of the FATF. The other members of the assessment team are regional professionals in the AML CFT CPF framework, including Shauna Donovan, financial assessor, Cayman Islands, Taron Greenidge, law enforcement assessor, Grenada, Nikela Basil, financial assessor, Dominica, and Cassandra Sitahal, legal advisor. In a statement today, the Attorney General's Chamber said the on-site assessment will be conducted from September 4, 2023 to September 15, 2023. During the evaluation, the team will interview various ministers, officials, and heads of agencies, including from the Attorney General's Chambers and the Ministry of Legal Affairs, the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs and Governance, the Ministry of Natural Resources, the Ministry of Home Affairs, the Judiciary, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, and the Office of the Commissioner of Police. Other agencies which will be engaged during the process include the Ghana Revenue Authority, the Deeds and Commercial Registry Authorities, the Central Bank of Guyana, the Ghana Securities Council, the Ghana Police Force, the Customs Anti-Narcotic Unit, the Ghana Geology and Mines Commission, the Ghana Gold Board, Real Estate Associations, local banks, insurance companies, accountants, cambios, among others. The assessment team held a high-level introductory meeting on Monday at the Ghana Marriott Hotel. The Attorney General Anil Nanlal, the Minister of Parliamentary Affairs and Governance Gail Teixeira, and the Minister of Finance Dr. Ashni Singh were among the ministers present. At the end of this on-site evaluation, a mutual evaluation report will be prepared on Guyana and presented at the FATF plenary in March 2024. The Ghana Police Force has revealed that a total of 137 persons lost their lives in road accidents and incidents between the 1st of January and the 31st of August 2023. Responding to a query from NewsSource, the police force also reported that 3 children were among those who died, and a total of 92 fatal accidents took place since the start of January. The carnage on the country's roadways has triggered efforts by the government and the Ghana Police Force to address the situation. The police force recently launched a new campaign to bring awareness to the rules of the roads and to encourage better use of the roadways. As part of the campaign, police officers have been hosting regular lecture sessions with public transportation drivers and other road users. Last week, President Irfan Ali raised his own concerns about the tragedies on the roadways, including that there is a whole lot more that needs to be done to address the road problems. He said the acting police commissioner has been instructed to ensure the police force carries out a serious campaign to curb the recklessness on the roadways. Vice Chairman of the Alliance to Change, Ricky Ramsroop, has hinted at the need for Ghana to reintroduce the 2 a.m. curfew as more and more people continue to die on the country's roadways. Between January 1 and August 31, 137 persons lost their lives in road accidents and incidents, according to the Ghana Police Force. Ramsroop believes that many of the accidents could have been prevented.
One day we had about 8 lives lost. Innocent young people are happening after the wee hours of 1 in the morning. I recall when we were in government, we made a 2 a.m. curfew. And the PDP, very government, put on the manifesto on their platform campaign, say that they will reverse the 2 a.m. curfew. They have reversed it, and it's a result that we get.
In 2015, the then Minister of Public Security, Kimraj Ramjatan, implemented the 2 a.m. curfew to curb drunk driving and ultimately minimize the risk of accidents as a result of persons driving under the influence of alcohol. However, while the religious communities had backed the initiative, the Public Security Minister received significant pushback from partygoers and businesses. The 2 a.m. curfew was relaxed in late December 2020. In the absence of such a curfew, the Attorney General Anil Nandlal has repeatedly warned that bar owners and operators who are caught selling alcoholic beverages to minors and/or active drivers or allow drunkenness to occur on their premises would be hauled before the court, charged and prosecuted. However, while the Intoxicating Liquor Licensing Act was amended in 2022 to create a mechanism for license holders to be more accountable, reports indicate that they are not fulfilling their obligations under the law to prevent drinking and driving. Ramsarup said there is a clear need for enforcement. Weighing in on the issue, chairman of the Alliance to Change, Kati Hughes, said her party had long proposed that police officers be placed outside of bars and restaurants, as in the case in other countries.
Quite a few years ago, the AMC had put forward recommendations that are not new. We actually had looked at Washington, D.C. and their Adams Morgan area, and highlighted the fact that in collaboration with the owners of entertainment spots, they had a program whereby police officers were outside of those entertainment spots, breathalyzing persons at the wee hours of the morning as they depart, and of course had persons on hand to ensure they did not drink and drive, and encourage them to get taxis to go home.
She said many years after those recommendations were put forward, the government appears to have turned a blind eye to the issue.
Come visit us on Waterloo Street. John Lewis Styles, simply different.
The GRA will commence the registration of electric motorcycles from July 4, 2023. Present your electric motorcycle and the following documents to complete the registration: completed motor vehicle application form, purchase receipt or affidavit of lost purchase receipt, and a valid ID. These documents and your electric motorcycle should be presented to the Licensed Revenue Office at Lamaha Railway Embankment or any of the 8 integrated regional tax offices across the country. It costs $750 to register your electric motorcycle, and the revenue license fee ranges from $1,250 to $2,500 based on the weight of the electric motorcycle. You will be given a 3-month grace period to register your electric motorcycle from July 4, 2023. Remember, you must be the holder of a valid driver's license to drive an electric motorcycle on the roadways. GRA, your partner in development.
Having your own car means peace of mind.
Having your own car means comfort and convenience.
Having your own car means freedom to get there on your own time.
It's Deal on Wheels at Republic Bank. It's time to get that new vehicle or upgrade to a better one with Republic. Super low rates and low down payment. Up to 8 years to repay and great prizes. Come in to Republic Bank today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
As the country battles with an increasing number of road accidents, the Ghana Police Force will be turning to technology once again to detect errant drivers, particularly along the new eastbound Demerara 4-lane highway. President Irfan Ali on Saturday said the police force will be using security systems to monitor the use of the highway and to detect speeding and other traffic infractions.
The new form of security that we are pursuing takes into consideration technology. So this entire highway will be manned by cameras that electronically will give you your tickets, and a new payment system that will be connected to the Guyana Revenue Authority that will ensure that your ticket is paid.
At the time, he was speaking during the commissioning ceremony for the new Eccles roundabout located along the East Bank Demerara 4-lane highway, which is partially completed. In the interim, the Ghana Police Force has set up a mobile containerized police outpost in close proximity to the roundabout to enhance safety and security in the area. The president disclosed that a number of mobile police outposts will be set up at strategic points as the country moves away from static or traditional police stations.
And you will see that at very critical and important junctions and highways, we have containerized police outposts that will be very mobile, because all of these outposts will be equipped with transportation that is relevant to that area. So for this highway, you will see, because of the community that is connected, Eccles, you will see a lot of motorbike support and a lot of ATV support for this outpost.
It was explained further that the outpost at Eccles roundabout will be connected to the one at Herstelling. Additionally, there are plans to set up additional outposts at Mandela and at Ogle. Attorney at law Dexter Todd has written to the chairman and members of the Durham Fire Commission of Inquiry requesting a stay in the inquiry as the criminal case against his 15-year-old client, who has been charged in connection with the deaths of 20 children, continues in the court. In his letter, the attorney expressed concern that if the case against his client goes to full trial, she could face a tainted jury, since the testimonies and proceedings of the Commission of Inquiry will be televised nationally and streamed across the internet. The attorney also hinted that because of the criminal proceedings, he will not expose his client to providing testimony before the Commission of Inquiry as it begins public hearings. He wants the Commission to put a pause on its work until the completion of the criminal case against his teenage client. Attorney Todd pointed out that there may be nothing that the Commission of Inquiry would be able to do to avoid references to his client's name during some of the testimonies that will be made before the Commission of Inquiry. Todd has also indicated that should the Commission fail to put a pause on its work, he will move to the courts to have the matter addressed. The Commission of Inquiry is set to begin its public hearings this month after being appointed back in August by the President. There have been calls for the Commission of Inquiry to take place. The Madia School Durham fire, which took place in May, claimed the lives of 20 children and left several others badly injured. The Commission of Inquiry, which is headed by retired Major General Joe Singh, is expected to look into all of the circumstances in the lead-up, during and after the tragic incident at Madia. Let's tell you now that 2 Georgetown men who were nabbed with over 100 cocaine pellets in March 2022 have been found guilty of cocaine possession for the purpose of trafficking and will now spend the next 4 years behind bars. The trial for Ron Reed and Nigel Dundas ended on Thursday with Georgetown Magistrate Rondell Weaver finding both men guilty of being in possession of the more than 2 pounds of cocaine that was found in the form of cocaine pellets. In addition to the 4-year jail term for each of the convicts, the magistrate also imposed a $1.6 million fine on each of them. The 2 men were nabbed in a West Ramveld home with the cocaine pellets. One of them claimed that he did not live at the address, but the charges were still filed against him. The Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit has indicated that it will continue its efforts to curb the drug trafficking in Guyana and will continue to take strong cases before the courts.
Fuel it up and drive, super 95. Fuel it up and drive, super 95. Protect your fuel system, boy. High mileage and performance, boy.
Guy Oil's Super 95 gasoline gives you more reasons to drive and is available at 56 service stations nationwide. For affordable price, high performance, and high mileage, choose Guy Oil's Super 95 gasoline.
Fuel it up and drive.
Sorry.
Jack?
Hey.
Boys, where you going with all that speed?
Yo, today's the 15th. My NIS contributions are due, and I ain't even get the forms as yet.
Hold on. You mean to tell me that you're not aware that all self-employed persons can now make their NIS contributions using the MMG app from the comforts of their homes and offices?
Really? You know, I just pay my bills using MMG, you know?
Yes, Jack. And the thing's simple. All you have to do is open the app, select Pay Bills, Government Services, NIS, and Pay. They will prompt you to enter your NIS number, the month you're paying for, and the amount.
So I don't need to submit any form?
The only time you submit in a form is when you're making a claim.
Wait, I could make a claim too?
Oh no, man, you didn't know that? Yes, all self-employed persons are entitled to all benefits from NIS. Well, except for the industrial benefits. And here's the good part. All of their forms, you can download them from the NIS website.
Well, girl, I'm really glad I bumped into you.
Anyhow, make sure you pay your bills later.
Later? I gotta sit down right here and pay my contributions first.
Take care.
For further information, please visit the website at www.nis.org.gy, the National Insurance Scheme Facebook page, or your nearest NIS office.
Food Max Supermarket, located on the ground floor at the Giftland Mall, is your one-stop shop for all your grocery needs. We stock a variety of imported frozen meat and food products, fresh produce, and pet supplies, freshly made bread. Rotisserie chicken and patties are also available daily. Shop in comfort today at Food Max and let our courteous staff assist you in satisfying your shopping needs. Food Max, the fresh food specialist.
It's one of your biggest goals, getting your own home, where memories are made, where happiness lives. You may feel that home ownership or renovation is beyond your reach, but we at Republic want you to know that there's always a way. Ask us about our suite of mortgages. Let's help make your housing wishes come true. Or advise on how the equity in your existing home can finance other dreams and goals. Call or go online to learn more.
Look who's in the mix now. The new Buster Soda Water. 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 artificial flavors. 100% refreshing. Taste Buster Soda Water today. Buster Soda Water, now available for only $120.
Across the region tonight, terror Terror reigned at Massey stores in Trinidad and Tobago on Saturday as 5 bandits, one armed with a gun, stormed the St. Anne's supermarket, beating one of 5 workers before leaving with an undisclosed sum of US and TT currency. Guardian Media in a report said the daring early morning robbery caused the supermarket to shut its doors for the entire day to allow the police to conduct their investigations and interview the victims. The closure left several customers angry, while some stopped to ask the lone security guard stationed at the front gate if the workers were okay following the traumatic experience. Acting Senior Superintendent of the Port of Spain Division, Lincoln Daly, confirmed the robbery to Guardian Media during a telephone interview. Daly said around 6:20 a.m., the robbers, whose faces were covered, entered the compound of the supermarket in a white car and barged their way into the store. One security guard was on duty. Antigua and Barbuda Prime Minister Gaston Browne says his administration is pushing ahead with plans to launch the inter-regional airline LIAT 2020 by November this year and remains hopeful that other regional countries will participate in the new venture. Browne said his administration is prepared to invest between US $15 to $20 million in the new venture. He said LIAT 2020 is seeking to negotiate an agreement with the Principles of Air Peace, a private Nigerian airline founded in 2013 for the purpose of establishing a governing agreement between both carriers. The development comes as St. Vincent and the Grenadines Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves last Tuesday said he had received a document from the Barbados-based Caribbean Development Bank, CDB, outlining a proposal for the financing and operation of a regional airline. Gonsalves told a news conference in Kingston that the initial owners of the airline could be the governments of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, or ECS, but they would have to engage the Caribbean Development Bank on the exercise. And finally tonight, international news. Deeper and more entrenched divisions over Russia's war in Ukraine risk derailing progress on issues such as food security, debt distress, and global cooperation on climate change when the world's most powerful nations meet this weekend in New Delhi. Reuters in a report said the hardened stance on the war has prevented agreement on even a single communique at the more than 20 ministerial meetings of the G20 during India's presidency this year, leaving it to the leaders to find a way around if possible. But China will be represented by Premier Li Xiang and not President Xi Jinping, while Russia has confirmed President Vladimir Putin's absence, suggesting that neither nation is likely to join any consensus. That means the 2-day summit from September 9 will be dominated by the West and its allies.
And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting and encouraging you to stay safe.